What's up, gang? Boy G here, back in another video, and we got it. We got it now. Capcom just released an update for Resident Evil Requiem photo mode, right? Adding photo mode. As you can see, you can access it by pressing X, or I think square, right? If you're playing PlayStation on your controller, whenever you're on the menu. Let me go ahead and try to go to a better precision here, better lighting and all. I'm in just the elevator going to the blood center, right? Well, let's go ahead and check it here. Right from the get-go, you do have a couple of tabs in the top. Very first one is field of view, and it's pretty cool, right? So I'm now on 45 field of view here. You can actually extend it up to much higher. And let me tell you, the photo mode of this Requiem that Capcom added is no slouch. This is one of the best photo mode out there. Can of course can get as close as you want, 0 FOV, and maxing at 100. Look at that, man, that's crazy. If you notice, it's very wide angle here. You can just float your camera around and explore the world of Resident Evil Requiem. So right after that, we do have camera roll if you want to twist it like that. Foreground blur if you really want to professionally edit, right, or manipulate your photo there. You do have that option, foreground blur. You also, of course, have the background blur up to 30 tops. And as you can see, it blurs the background. That works with focus distance as well. So if you enable the background blur, it'll allow you to do focus distance, either automatic or you can just manual focus, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get into a better location because I feel a little bit cramped here. All right, I'm in the Midgar, uh, you know, macro reactor here. But yeah, field of view, as you can see, pretty cool. We can adjust the field of view there, like what we noticed. Again, camera roll, field of view, foreground blur, background blur, and focus distance are right on the very first tab named camera. Pretty cool. You can really fly around and explore. I wonder what's inside that orb. Let me see if I can float around there. And nope. Okay, so it has limitation, of course. It will be limited there. I cannot really get as high as I wanted to check the if Sephiroth is inside that macro reactor. But yeah, field of view, camera roll. Again, this is going bonkers as well. You can tilt it into 90-degree for whatever purpose you have. So you can do that there. And, foreground blur, background gold, and so forth. Now, the second tab is pretty cool. Character, and you got a lot of posts, right? A lot. Let me tell you, the poses here, for whatever reason Capcom decided, right? Grace has like 53 poses, and Leon is about 42 only, right? But number 9 is one of my favorite here, if you notice. Real cool. And I could already imagine the photo mode that Steam will explode in actual Steam. Let me go ahead and get into a different position here. Let's see add some red tint on our face. But yeah, so character pose, from 0 to 53, if I can remember correctly. But yeah, let's go ahead and check the poses here. So that is 8, right? One of our favorites. Actually, I love 9, right? 8 is very simple. I prefer the 9. If you notice, that is indeed a pose, right? And oh my God. So let me go ahead and not sit in some tubes here just to check it out. What is that? 10? I think that's number 10, right? Let's go get back to that. All right, that is absolutely bonkers. That is 10. Some what do you call this? Kawaii or something? But Japanese Capcom, man. They're the goat. So that is 11. And again, Grace has like 53. So let's go ahead and check it out. 14, 15, 16, 17. Let me know down in the comments below what so far you prefer. Me, I still love 10. I don't know if I'll be able to see one better here. Ooh, I love that. 23 seems pretty cool. Very demure. Very Grace Ashcroft. 24, 27, 29, man. And 30. Oh, that is a depressed Grace. Very Grace as well. And Street Fighter setup, right? All kicking and punching and running. That is 36. Man, mods will even be crazier than that, than what we have right now in the community. 38, 41, okay, along with the gun. 45. So as you can see, I'm already on 50 and still rolling. 52 and 53. So all in all, Grace has 53 poses, which is bananas, right? Capcom got no chill. Capcom loves gamers so much. I love Capcom so much as well. All right, let's go ahead and check the expression here. So right on the second tab, characters, right below the pose, you do have expression. So you can just alter that. This is not as many as the poses, just a couple, but you can adjust the eye position as well to look in the camera or just follow whatever the character is facing, right? Which is pretty scary, once it look into the camera like this. Let's go ahead, look at that, right? It's angry to you. But yeah, expression and then followed by eye position. Not much after the poses right here. Right in the third tab on the top is more of like about lightings and effect, right? So you do have your brightness, your contrast, your vignette, and bloom, right? If you really want to pop your subject or your background, whatever you want to do in photography. I'm telling you, photo mode of this is pretty good, and the option is very, very standard and very intuitive as well. The fourth tab here is the effect, right? Pretty much the same as brightness, but this is now like the filter, right? Filter, you do have horror. Let's go ahead and get farther a little bit here. But you do have horror, moonlight, cool, invert color, negative, -2, purple, sepia, sepia 2, still in orange, of course, vivid, and standard ones, right? You do have your lens distortion as well if you want to make Grace Ashcroft bigger, and some chromatic aberration down below. All right, so that is it. Now, on the second to the last tab is stickers, right? Standard frame and stickers. So you do have a couple of frame type there. I think up to 10, right? Let me see. 11, 12, it keeps on going. Okay, you do have 12 stickers and then, or frame rather. And then you do have a number of sticker as well. 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So that is the 10 one. So 10 stickers and 12 frames. The very last tab is the display selection, right? You can, of course, hide the main character if you want, or I would rather hide the grid itself, right? If you have enemies on the frame and you don't want them, you can also hide them. But again, this is, I guess, is one of my favorite, right? Let's go ahead and check Leon real quick here. I just wanted to see how Leon, how our boy Leon is doing. Let me pull up some load file here. Let's get our sick boy Leon here, get some lighting here, and see what options do we have on the poses at least, right? And a little bit of a expression. I wonder if they have the same. Get into the proper framing here and pose. All right, so one, oh, okay, looks different right away, right off the bat. This is Warang now. So it's all kicking, of course, very Leon, punching, 22, 23, 27, 30. All right, we got 40. So that is just 42 tops, right? So then got 42 and it's all just aura farming, right? And a couple of expression right there. But that's it. But that's it, guys, for today. I just want to share to you real quick that we do have photo mode in Requiem now. So go ahead and update your Resident Evil Requiem. But let me know down in the comments below what do you prefer or what's your favorite Grace Ashcroft post, -10. You already know. But yeah, let's go ahead and enjoy this, guys, and see you on my next video.